Excited for that first scrimmage on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the guys line up and just play ball. A lot of situational stuff that we've been doing. We have had a period at the end of every practice where we move the ball, and it's a short version of having to play football without your coaches out there. And I want to see how they respond for a full scrimmage. It's always still a little bit situational because you can't simulate a true game, but it's the closest we can get to that, and want to see how guys react and play and recognize situations.
Is that where you truly find mistakes more so even in a scrimmage than you do in practice?
No question. Really, within the practices that we've had, we played pretty good in certain situations. I'm talking defensively situational when we did third downs, but then when we move the ball and third downs happen, we haven't been as good because it's the flow of the game and recognizing down and distance and what an offense would do. So we need to get better at that, and we'll have those situations arise during the scrimmage on Saturday.
Is that part of what you need to get, is just kind of get that pace and tempo back as guys kind of digest things?
Well, you're sitting here and you have install and things run together a little bit on guys, and they're thinking a little bit too much instead of playing fast. So both sides of the ball will trim down the install. They'll trim down and have a game plan. Defense will know the calls that they're going to run in certain situations for certain personnel groups. They'll know the 3 or 4 calls that they'll have on third down. They'll know what they're doing in red zone, and that's what they'll focus on. They'll watch today's tape, but tomorrow they'll talk about what they're going to do on Saturday and make sure they understand it so they can play fast. Same thing offensively. We've installed a lot. It'll be trimmed down. We're running these 2 runs out of 2 back. We're running these 3 out of 1 back. We're running these protections. So guys have an idea of what they're going to do in the game and what's going to be called.
Is that really valuable for the guys that redshirted last year or didn't play and were on the scout team, just to get that concept of running a game plan through a game situation? Because I haven't done it in a while.
Well, what you want to do is you want to put them in a position to see them go out and play fast, and not bog them down where they're thinking too much. Play a lot of base on defense if we have to, where they just know, let's see, don't worry about us getting out schemed. I want to see who can play a 3 technique or a 6 technique or play a cover 2 corner or half field safety, and just play that, and let's see who can play, who can run, who can hit, who can tackle defensively. And offensively, let's don't confuse some guys. If we don't have a game plan, we're not trying to scheme up the defense. Let's just go out there and play.
You're a third of the way through spring. What do you like so far that you've seen from this team?
Overall, you get frustrated as a coach sometimes when you don't execute at the level you want, and then you get mad. Sometimes you go in there and you're like, all right, we're finding loafs, and we want to punish loafs tomorrow, and then you turn on the tape and there's really not any physical loafs from guys. Guys are playing hard. Then we're having some mental loafs, which I call guys making some mistakes and not doing the right thing, but we got to correct that as coaches. As long as we're getting effort and practicing hard, I like that. We haven't been live that much, so I want to see Saturday. I want to see defensively. I want to see who run to the ball, who's going to hit somebody. I want to see some physical play on the defensive side of the football, and then we got to do a better job of giving up big plays. We're giving up too many big plays defensively. Offensively, it's execution. It's execution on offense, and then I want to see the runners who can run the ball. We talked about it earlier in the week. Some of the young backs, give them an opportunity to run the ball and see what they can do.